right now in your city, someone is looking for an attorney to handle their estate plan, or a contractor that's needed to gut and rebuild their kitchen, or a business coach who is actually done what they're asking about. And they're not opening Google Maps, they're opening ChatGPT or Claude, or they're typing into the AI overview that sits above every Google result now. And they're asking directly, who is the best person for this job near me? And AI is answering with a list of names, probably 3, maybe 5. And if you run a high-ticket local service business and you have not paid specific attention to how AI decides who shows up on that list, your name is almost certainly not there. Now, that is what we're going to fix today. I'm Jeff Evans, founder of J. Vincent Creative, and I help high-ticket local service businesses grow through search and video. And what I'm seeing in local search right now is changing faster than most business owners realize. So in the next 7 minutes, I'm going to show you what changed in local search in 2026, the 3 signals AI is reading when it decides who to recommend in your market, and why the service businesses that are building video content right now are sitting on a local visibility advantage that their competitors will not understand until, frankly, it's too late. Now, this applies whether you run a law firm, remodeling company, a financial advisory practice, or any business where one client is worth thousands of dollars, and they start with research before they ever call you. So let me give you the context first, because I think most business owners have not fully absorbed how fast this has moved. So 2 years ago, local search was predictable. Somebody Googled your service in your city, a map pack loaded with 3 business profiles, right? Good reviews and a complete profile got you in the front of them. That funnel still works, but it's no longer the first thing that happens. So what is happening now is that AI search, so that's Google AI overviews, ChatGPT Search, Perplexity, Bing Copilot, Claude, they're answering the local questions before the user ever reaches the map pack. Someone asks, who is the best estate planning attorney in Alpharetta? And they get a narrative answer with 2 or 3 names, a sentence explaining why each one came up, and sometimes a direct link to the website. Now, the person asking that question may never scroll down to the map results. AI gave them an answer, and they move forward. So here's why this matters more for you than for like a pizza shop or the hardware store. So the clients who are using AI as a first stop are the ones doing the most research before they commit. So they are buying something expensive. They are interviewing multiple options. They are not impulse clicking. That is exactly the profile of someone who hires an attorney, a wealth manager, or a premium remodeling company, right? AI is already filtering that search for your ideal client. The only question is whether you show up in the results or not. So how does AI decide whose name shows up? Well, this is where the real work happens, and it's more practical than most people actually expect. You see, AI search systems are trained on everything publicly available about your business, your website, your Google business profile, your directory listings, your reviews, and the content you have published online, including increasingly video. When someone asks a local intent question, AI is pulling from all of those sources and making a judgment call about who is the most credible and consistent match for the question. The 3 things that move that judgment in your direction are, first, it's consistency. So your business name, your address, your phone number, and your website need to be exactly the same across every place they appear on the internet. A missing suite number on one directory, an old phone number on Apple Maps, a slightly different version of your business name on Yelp, and each of those variations makes AI less confident that you are a reliable entity to recommend. Second is review content. So AI is not counting your stars. AI is reading your review text and extracting information from it. So a review that says great experience, highly recommended, gives AI essentially nothing. A review that says I called 3 remodeling companies and Marcus was the only one who came out, looked at the space, and gave me a fixed price proposal before I signed anything. Now that review teaches AI your specialty, your process, and your client experience, and the specific problem that you solve. That is the type of signal that moves you up the list. One review like that is worth 10 generic 5-star ratings when it comes to AI visibility. Now, third is structured content. AI needs to be able to clearly understand what you do, who you serve, and where you are located. This means your website has specific, clear language about your specialty and your geography, not vague corporate copy that sounds like it could describe any firm in any city. It also means having a local business schema markup on your website, which is the technical code that tells search engines exactly what type of business you are and where you operate. Now, if AI has to guess what you do, it picks someone whose information is clear, obviously. Now, those three things, consistent citations, quality review text, and structured information, are the foundation. Most businesses have none of them dialed in. Now, here is the one piece that almost no one is talking about yet, and it is directly relevant to whether you have a competitive advantage or not in the next 12 months. And that's video transcripts are being indexed by AI search engines as authoritative local content. So when someone asks Perplexity or ChatGPT a question that relates to your specialty, how long does a full kitchen renovation actually take? What happens to your state if you do not have a trust in place? When is the right time to bring in a business coach? AI is assembling its answers from multiple sources: articles, web pages, and increasingly video content. So channels that are publishing consistently, covering the specific questions their clients ask, and have local identity signals embedded in their descriptions are showing up in those answers. This means a well-built video presence. It's not just marketing. It is a pipeline directly into AI search visibility for your local market. So for a remodeling company, that is videos answering the real questions homeowners have before they commit to a contractor. For an attorney, it's videos explaining processes most clients do not understand until they are already in the middle of them. Now, for a financial advisor or a business coach, it's content that speaks to the exact conversation the client is about to have with their family. So the businesses that build this in 2026 and 2027 are going to be very hard to compete with come 2028 through 30. Not because the strategy is secret, because most businesses will wait until it's obvious, and by then the early movers will have a presence that takes years to build from scratch. Here's what I want you to do this week. Pull up your Google Business Profile and confirm that every piece of information is accurate and complete. Then open Yelp, Bing Places, and Apple Maps, and make sure your business name, address, and phone number and website match your Google profile exactly. That takes 5-10 minutes max, and most businesses have never even done that. Then look at your last 5 reviews. If none of them describe the specific situation the client was in when they hired you or the specific result that came from the work, reach out to one client this week, ask if they'd add a sentence, give them an example, tell them what you mean. That conversation will do more for your AI search visibility than most expensive SEO audits could. And if you want to understand how video content fits into this for your specific business, whether it makes sense for your service type, your market, your team, well, that's exactly what I help businesses figure out. The link is in the description, is the place to start. There's no pitch, just a real conversation about whether this is the right move for where you are right now. See you in the next one.